This video is brought to you by IL Trucking, your aggregate guru. What's up, drivers? Back at you with another video. Just want to take a little minute out and talk about what's a good pre-trip. I know I got a lot of experienced drivers out there. What's a good pre-trip, drivers? Well, this is the way I usually do it. When I walk up to the vehicle, I'm visually inspecting it. Make sure I ain't got nothing hanging underneath the truck. Make sure I ain't got no puddles of oil or fluids underneath the truck. Make sure the truck is in good working order. Make sure it's standing up tall. You know, you can kind of tell if it's leaning or something like that. But that's how I look at it. I pull the hood before I even start it, before I even get in it. Make sure all my coolants or my oil level is right, my power steering, make sure my belts look good, all my wires, nothing hanging, no type of fluid or oil or coolant, anything on the side of the engine. Make sure it ain't nothing visually leaking, and make sure it look good on that. So that's the driver's side of the engine. I'm looking at that. So then I leave the hood open. I start walking on side of the vehicle. I'm looking underneath the vehicle. Make sure nothing's hanging under there. Looking at the body of the vehicle, make sure it's not dented. Now, I'm not gonna go into very much detail. We'll be here all day about, what you should check and what you should look at. I know I'm leaving out some stuff, but this just a general idea of, what I'm looking at and how I do it, When I get to the catwalk, the back of the cab, I'm checking my hoses back there, my air hoses. And my wire, my electrical wire that plugs into the trailer. Make sure it's in good working order. It's not frayed. Don't have hole. It's not cracked. Make sure it's in good working order. Checking the catwalk. Make sure it's good. I know I pulled into a weigh station the other day, and they had a state trooper right on side the scale. So he was like, "Hold up, driver," and he looked back there by the catwalk. And he said, "Okay, you good?" So I'm like, "Yeah, trooper, could I ask you what you was looking for?" He said, "I was checking, make sure your hoses is not touching the catwalk, but you good." So I was like, "All right, I just want to make sure for next time." So they check that, they look at that, because it's very important that you don't have an air leak in your hoses going down the road. That's what stops the truck, So after that, I'm looking at my tires, make sure my tires in good working order. Looking at my rims, they ain't no cracks in the rims, making sure all my lug nuts there. Ain't nothing loose with the lug nuts and nothing like that, So visually inspect the tire, make sure I got enough pressure, enough tread in the tires. And so, I'm looking at the axles, looking underneath it, make sure I ain't got no oil leaks under there, no fluid coming from the rear end. Make sure the rear end is not wet under there. This is for older trucks, because I done ran older trucks, I done ran newer trucks, so, but this is all encompassing, look at all of this stuff while you're going through. Then once I go to the back of the truck, I'm looking, make sure, my lights is, I got my lights and they're not cracked or nothing like that. I step back from the back of the truck and look underneath. Make sure nothing ain't hanging or nothing like that. Just looking. You're looking for anything that's out of place, anything that's odd, because you wanna when you make your trip, you wanna make sure you make it back home. That's how you make your money. You don't wanna have no on side of the road on cars. That gets costly, So you wanna have it to where you go out and you come back, safe trip, and make your money. You know what I'm saying? So that's usually, how I look at it, and, make sure everything is in good working order. And, because, you never know, little things that you see can turn into big things once you start going down the road, But before we go any further, let me tell you a few things about my sponsor, IL Trucking. What you say, IL? Say, IL, y'all got big trucks of dirt? Y'all got little trucks of dirt? Say, IL, y'all do culverts? What about debris removal? Say IL, y'all do lot clearing? What about driveways? Y'all do lot clearing with big trucks? Do y'all install new driveways? What about parking lots, IL? What about tree removal? Say IL, can you dig me a pond? IL, y'all do it all. Man, y'all call IL Trucking 985-277-0101. Back to the pre-trip inspection. What's a good pre-trip inspection? Well, we're on the passenger side now. Let's go up the passenger side. Checking the tires, the rear axle, rear tire axle on the passenger side. We're checking the lug nuts. We're checking the rims, just like we checked on the other side. We're checking it all on again. We're still looking at the undercarriage. We're still looking at the rear end. Make sure it ain't leaking back there. We're looking at the tires on the passenger side and the rear. Looking at all this stuff. Moving on up. Looking at this side of the catwalk. Make sure the frame ain't cracked. The frame of the truck. Make sure that's not cracked. Because we'll be hauling some heavy loads, people. We be hauling some Driver X be hauling heavy loads. So make sure the frame ain't cracked. You know what I'm saying? You gotta check all these things, bro. Over the years, I've seen a lot of stuff, and I know they got other drivers here with a lot more experience than me. They've seen some stuff out here, man. They've seen some stuff out here with these heavy loads. These loads so heavy, they crack frames. You know what I'm saying? On older vehicles, you know. So we gotta check it. You know, we don't want to go down the road and have something go wrong and cause accident. We don't want that. We want to come back safe to our families. We don't want to hurt nobody else on the road. We want to do the right thing. Going down the road. Yeah, going on this beautiful road down this Mississippi countryside here. Yeah, taking it easy, going easy does it. Easy does it. So once I come back up the passenger side, looking at the passenger side, and then I get to the engine compartment of the passenger side. I'm looking in the engine, making sure I don't see nothing wet, no type of oil leak on the side of the engine. Make sure all my hoses and none of my hoses cracked, my radiator hoses, none of them leaking by the clamp where they clamp the hose onto the metal part of the radiator. Sometimes they get loose there. It might start to leak. Then when it get hot, when it get under pressure, guess what? That hose coming off. These just the little things that, it's not a full pre-trip inspection, but what I'm trying to help you to understand is that we have to put an eye on all of these things. When my first year in driving, I didn't know to look where the radiator hose connect to the radiator to, well, I might have knew from driving a car, but as driving a commercial vehicle like this here, these are the things that you have to look for daily, because the truck is a working truck. It goes through, all kind of pressure. So, that's the things I want to put on your mind. This is reminders, not just for you, but all these reminders is for me too. These things to bring up in my mind. That way, the next time I do my pre-trip inspection tomorrow when I get out of work, or when I do my post-trip inspection when I get out the truck today, these are the things I'm looking for. All these things go. Did something happen while I was running this truck? Did this come loose? Did this start leaking? Because once you start putting this truck under pressure, you're putting 400, 500, 600, 700 miles with the OTR drivers. You put all the miles on the truck, anything bound to happen. But, another good rule of thumb that I do every time I stop this truck, I'm looking. I might not do a full pre-trip inspection, but I'm passing on side the engine. I'm smelling, see if I smell anything burning. I'm looking underneath it, make sure ain't nothing hanging, make sure ain't nothing leaking. Constantly looking at my rig, constantly looking at it. Why? Because I want to make sure. I want to make sure that it's in good working order before I leave and get back on the road. See, that's the whole thing with this. That's the whole thing with it. You want to catch a problem while you park at a store, at a truck stop, or wherever that you park in a safe space. You don't want to get and be broke down on side of the road, on side of the Chaffalaya Basin. You know what I'm saying? The bridge, on side of a road that don't have no shoulder. This is what you want to avoid. That's what costs. On side of on ramp somewhere. You don't want to be there. You want to catch the problems in your pre-trip maintenance, your pre-trip inspection, and also while in your in-trip, while you're in transit, your in-trip inspection. You're still looking at the times. You're still looking to see if everything is in working order. It might be 2-3 minutes while you walk past the truck, but it only takes a minute or 2 or 3 minutes to walk around the truck. Just make a 360 walk around the truck and the trailer, because by then you hook to the trailer, and when you hook to your trailer, they got things you got to look for too. Make sure you hook right. Make sure you're not high hook, where you can see a space in between the fifth wheel and the kingpin. When I was young, I didn't know these things. I had to ask older drivers. It's just stuff that you don't know. And there's still a lot of stuff that I don't know that I'm learning every day. And I'm sure a lot of people with more experience, they're gonna come in the comments and telling me about this and about that. Hey, I welcome it, because I learn from these experiences. That's how you get good. You want to listen to everything the old heads got to say, old drivers that have been in it a long time, and that's how you get good with it, and that's how you stay from off of side that road. You don't want to be on side of the road. So Driver X, my people, I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy the rest of this run here down this beautiful interstate, I-55, going north to Jackson, Mississippi, and I'm rolling on through with it. Light traffic. That's just how I like it, man. Beautiful day, and we're gonna go with it. And I want to wish y'all the best of luck in y'all endeavors on this new year. Whatever y'all trying to do, I want y'all to be successful at it. And if anything I can help, I love to help. I want to also send a shout out to my good YouTube friend, Dirty Broke 215. That's Dirty Broke 215. I want y'all to go out and check out his videos. He got a lot of insight too. If I'm not mistaken, he started out as an owner operator, so he know it from inside out. And I done learned a lot of stuff from my brother, Dirty Broke. I call him DB, but it's Dirty Broke, at Dirty Broke 215. It's on YouTube. And go like and subscribe to his channel and check him out. But the good thing I like about my brother, he's always helpful. Every time I reached out to him and asked him for something, he always helped me out. Good brother, man. So please go and support his channel, and I'm sure he'll like that, So all y'all Driver X people, I'm gonna leave it to y'all. Be safe out here on these roads. Please do your good, thorough pre-trip inspection. Make sure your truck is in good working order before you hit that highway. I know sometimes you go with it, but just be careful, my drivers. I want you to make it back home to your family safe, you know what I'm saying? So enjoy the rest of your day. If you need anything, just hit me in the comments, and I appreciate all y'all support, and I thank y'all. This is Driver X. Peace out.